All right, in this next section, we're going to talk about our traveling ape, and we are going to be traveling side to side. So I'm going to start off in my deep ape, or that deep squat position, and then I'm going to pull my weight up and about the middle of my foot here, somewhere in between, the slight rocking motion, okay? And then I'm going to start to shift that rocking motion side to side. So shifting the weight from the ball of my left foot into the right, shifting side to side. Okay, taking the hands, let's go ahead and take our hands, and as we shift to the right, let's plant our hands on either side of the direction that our knee is facing. Okay, so this is going to help me determine the direction of where my body is going to need to go. So my body is not going to follow the direction of the hands, because that would be traveling in that forward motion. Rather, we want to travel to the side and bring the body all the way to the side. So as my hands are coming down to plant, also take note that my shoulders are still staying stable in this movement. I am gripping my fingers into the floor and pressing my palms into the floor, keeping that slight bend in the elbows to avoid complete lockout, still rolling the eyes of the elbow pits forward, drawing those shoulders down and back, and this is where I create stability to push from. And bring my legs across, and then hands to center. So let's try that on the left side. We're going to shift our weight into the ball of the left foot, hands plant on either side of the knee, and I push off the bottom portion of my hand, bring my feet across, and notice that I'm not stepping to step right in front of the feet. I'm still stepping clear across, and then hands are coming to center to meet. Back to the right. Hands place, step laterally. Hands come to center, back. Slight little hop, okay? Now, there are two ways that you can progress this movement. One being doing a reaching lateral ape, which is where we actually extend the leg. And then the other being going into a levitation. We're going to discuss the lateral traveling ape, and then we will discuss the levitation in a different section, along with a couple of other different levitation drills. So, starting off again, and I'm going to start off more towards the left side of the room because I'm going to need more room for my right leg to extend. Okay, so starting off in our deep ape position, I come in, pulling into an active position here, shifting my weight, shifting my hands. Now from here is where I'm going to think long with my right leg. As I am pressing and hopping my feet, my left foot plants, and this is where my right leg will extend. Okay, now you want to make this beautiful long line and still keeping the line directed from the hip into the knee into the ankle here. So making sure that I'm not stepping too narrow or too far back, but rather this nice straight line, like you're creating an L here with your body. Okay, so hands are still planted, the foot has landed, toes are pointed. This is where I'm going to push into my hands and then start to plant that right foot down into the floor, and then I'll push. The left leg now extends, and then we've run into the wall. So now we switch back. So you're going to switch, glide, extend. So when you extend is when you pull, okay? And then you're going to switch, hands come back, plant. Okay, and I'm actually doing that with a little bit of a levitation, so it's just a little hop in between, okay? And right side, left side. I want you to try some drills of doing it for 60 seconds, the traditional way with no reach, and then take a break, come back and play with the reaching lateral ape. And I want you to start adding in the fundamental steps you've learned so far. A kick through. How can I get from a kick through to a lateral ape? So on and so forth. Add some side kick throughs and start really getting into that zone of creation of trial and error with these steps and with these movements.